What's going on, guys? It's Phil from Z Money here today. I appreciate you all coming out and watching me. For those of you that are new here, my name is Phil. I'm a 22-year-old college graduate with a Bachelor's of Science. I am pursuing my career in healthcare. As you know, that's a crazy time right now. And what we're going to go over today is our stimulus check. So, it's a great time right now, 23 million people file for unemployment. Stock market continues to rise back up to where it was. The government gives us working and non-working, as long as you make under a certain amount of money, you each get a nice little check. So I got my check a few days ago, and I am going to go over exactly what I spent my check on, my $1,200 stimulus check. So, if you guys checked your bank accounts and you got a check, it would be from the IRS trees. So you could check that out. It was a beautiful sight to wake up to. I always check my bank account when I wake up. It's a little weird, I know, but that's just something I've always done. So we're going to go right into how we spent our stimulus check, or how I spent my stimulus check, and maybe what you can do to spend yours. So I'm going to break it down by categories and to tell you exactly why I did this. So my first biggest portion of it, I put $500 into an index fund in M1 Finance. So yeah, that's right, you heard me. I opened up an M1 Finance account, which I will show you guys in a future video. So you guys know me for having Robinhood. I decided to open up an M1 Finance account to just hold safe stocks, such as index funds, and just collect that dividend. I'm still keeping my Robinhood account. I have not left Robinhood. And I intend on just adding money every month, maybe every couple of months, to my M1 Finance portfolio, just to get that dividend increase and that monthly income coming in. So as you know, in my Robinhood account, I focus on more individual stocks, such as Apple, Microsoft, AT&T, stocks like those. I do focus on dividend investing, but I focus on the individual stocks. In this M1 Finance, it's going to be more of just an index fund, trying to get that dividend, monthly dividend, and a little bit of growth here and there, trying to build that income. So we will use in M1 Finance, which is dividend reinvestment plan, as I went over in my last video. If you haven't watched that yet, go check it out. So we will use DRIP into my M1 Finance to keep reinvesting those dividends and try to make that monthly dividend income even higher. So that was where my first $500 went. My next $300 went to my student loans. As you guys know, I said I'm a college graduate. I do have student loan debt. I have about $25,000 left in my student loans. I pay about $300 a month, which is the minimum. I was paying $1,000 a month for the past 6 months or so. I was paying $1,000 a month to try to decrease the debt as quickly as possible. But now there's no interest, because due to this virus that's going around, which will not be named, there is no interest on any of my student loans. So I am taking advantage of that and trying to invest as much as possible. So without any interest, I am just paying the minimum amount, which is like $279. I'm putting in $300, and even $300 just to try to pay a little extra a month, but nothing crazy. The biggest thing is I am trying to take my investments and bring them on to that next level, try to build them as quickly as possible, get my monthly dividend income increased, and that way I can invest even more. So that was the $300. Next, I spent it on some bills. So I had a couple of credit card bills, which I use. I very rarely use any cash. I only use credit cards, and this is because I get cash back, right? So I have the US Bank Cash Plus card. By the way, this is not sponsored at all. I'm just telling you what I use. And I get cash back on certain purchases. Sometimes I get 5% cash back, sometimes I got 1%, sometimes I got 2%. So I use that card. That's my main card that I use. And the next one I have is just a basic Discover card. That was my first credit card that I have actually applied for. So I use that card. Sometimes I get 2% cash back on that. But I just don't want to. I rarely use that card. I don't want to close it out because I'm a young, I'm a young person, and I want to build my credit. And that's a major factor in credit building, is how long you have held your credit cards for. So I won't be canceling that. And any tips for you guys, I would give you guys the tip not to cancel your credit cards either. If you want, just don't even use them, and that's it. But do not cancel the credit card in general. And another thing, this is not advice, but if you can use a credit card all the time, it's so much better than using just a debit card, because you get all these benefits from the credit card. You get cash back. Why give away free money? Just make sure that you are able to pay that credit card in a timely manner, because the interest will kill you. That's how they make their money, by charging everyone high interest. But if you guys can pay it back in a timely manner, every time the payment is due, you pay it. I suggest using credit cards, but that's something you need to work on and make sure you are ready to pay every month. Every time it's due, you can set up auto pay, or you pay it manually. I pay it manually every month, and I only use it for what I can afford. If I can't afford it, I will not use a credit card, because the interest will get jacked up and you'll be in a lot more debt, something I am trying to avoid completely. So, what should you guys do with your stimulus checks? First, if you're not working, definitely need to buy food for yourself. Pay any rent bills if you can. Add towards your emergency fund. Okay, you should try to keep an emergency fund for a case like this. Some people who are not working, unemployment shot up by 23 million, as I said, and more people are applying every single day. And a lot of people are out of their jobs. So if you cannot afford to invest this money, don't do it. Make sure you're paying your bills, make sure you're feeding your family, make sure all the things that you need to get done first is done before you invest it. But please do not spend this money on something that you just want. Do not spend it on a vacation. Do not spend it on stupid things. Just unnecessary. Make sure you guys are staying safe out there. And that's pretty much all I have for you. So if you guys like this video, please leave a like down below. And you could also subscribe. I really appreciate that. If you could share this video, I'm trying to get myself out there a little more. I will be posting a video every week, every Tuesday as of now. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.